Morning, guys. So I'm ready finally got myself ready for a visit today from my sister-in-law, Matt's sister. So that's what's happening today. Sorry for the darkness, but just to keep my brain happy, I've got a lot of light in that room and this room a little bit there's the blinds not open in this room. My brain needs to keep calm. We don't want a seizure. I haven't been sleeping well, being very stressed. So that stress will go away. Don't worry about me. It will go away. It's just things have been stressful and they're going to be sorted out because everything is okay. Like, it's all okay. It really is. And I think it's just a matter of going through all the processes at the moment. I mean, change of circumstances. I mean, you guys know what it's like if you're on the NDIS of that. And being so stubborn to organise a progressive change, mine is going to be sudden, big change. So that's okay. That's what's needed, right, for my condition. It's just slow. Like I said, I had the computer glitch. I was one of the unlucky ones that had the computer glitch. But they've assured us that they are disgusted at themselves, shocked and concerned, and saying all the right things. Anyway, that's all I can ask for, right? Because, everything else has been going well. Everyone else has been doing their bit, right? So it's just the NDS doing their bit. And I think anyone knows this stress. You could be a provider, you could be a participant. It's annoying. Everything is slow because it's the government. But anyway, let's hope for my wheelchair to be speedy because I've got some things to go for appointments for that I don't want to keep putting off. I'm under 20-something specialist, so I've got a lot of appointments. And a gastroparesis dietitian to boot. And then, of course, because they lost everything back to 6 years ago, I've got to organise, like, another speechy. I've got to organise. I'm sick of losing staff and getting the blame when, let's be honest, it's not me. And it's not even their fault. Like my last speechy, she was new to speech therapy. She was very good at it, obviously because she'd done the new course or whatever the new course is, but then she had to move to a different company, and confidentiality, she's not allowed to tell me where she's going. It's like, I said, you can't do that to me. She's like, I'm so sorry. If you find me and where I am, then I'm available, And I said, how am I supposed to find you? It doesn't really matter though. There's plenty of good speech therapists out there, but I'm just saying, like, when your package gets messed around and my support coordinator's like, well, you don't have that. It's like, yes, I do. It's all going to be fine. Everything is not as it seems. So it's a lot of pressure on Sarah and I because everyone's going, what are you talking about? It's like, what are you talking about? But really, it's the NDIS that's messing everything around. So it's going to be resolved. When I get my new plan, I'll just be like, here, everyone, now it's clear. It's concise, it's clear, straight to the point. Everyone knows where they stand then, right? Because hopefully I have a long future. So I plan on positivity, right? So, and also I need to get another podiatrist soles for some sneakers of mine because I have terrible feet because of my Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and it saves me pain. Not that I'm walking much, but the days that I go out and the days I wear certain shoes and I wear those insoles, podiatry, don't underestimate it. They can do amazing things. And that's my experience. I didn't really believe much in it, but like they scan your foot, you hold it up and this computer scans it. It's like, whoa. I said, how does it do that? Like, I don't know, Pam, is it like 3D printing my foot? I don't know, but it was doing a 3D of my foot. It's like, weird. Impressive, though. Anyway, best orthotics I've got. All I have to do is I've got the mold. it's like a wooden block, funny shape thing. But yeah, so I'll get more of them. So there's things I've got to organise. I mean, I've got to go back to my neuropsych. It's a 15-hour test to retest me, to compare to my baselines and see if I'm getting worse, which in some areas I am. The lack of oxygen, which is what also the NDS is working hard to get, because for genetic syndromes, guys, WA Health doesn't cover us. Like what? Stupid, right? So spread the word. It's not cool, NDIS. You should be telling the health department that it's not really your job, actually. It's actually theirs. Put a tick box. Like, hello? So anyway, I'll be getting it regardless, but it's now going to take more time, you see, because it's got to go through the NDIS, and they've got their own protocols. But I've got all the medical stuff ready for them. It's like, oh. But anyway, then you get people involved from the NDIS side. They don't know medical. And it's like, I'm telling you this, I feel like people don't believe you, and it's like, what's going on, man? Like, I know me more than the NDS knows me, my doctor knows me. No, but then again, I think my doctor knows me more than, but the specialists at the hospital, they only know one bit of me. They're very compartmentalised, whereas my GP knows everything, the whole round. And my general physician at the hospital, I'm so glad to have. I think we will end up being the same or similar to the GP, where he will know me all around, right? As in being under 20 plus specialists, as you can imagine, that's a lot to manage. And he will also coordinate in-house, because my doctor can't do that. You know, it's 2025, right? And they can't communicate to each other through some database or something. Like, come on, the NDS and medical should be connected. It should be on databases. It's archaic, isn't it? It would make it easy for providers. It would make it easy for me. I hire a lot of providers, a lot, for my condition. Oh, it's like a sleep headache, man. Hurts. So, yeah, it's just a lot of coordinating, and it's exhausting. And when you're sick, it's like, I don't have time for this, so hopefully this is the last thing. So, you know, and they do agree. They know I need 24/7 support. They know that I need like just maximum level of care. And then it's a combination though when you like me. So if you're complex medical, you do get high level intense care, but there's only so many hours of that a week, and then you top that up with, you know, support workers in general, to help you out with whatever you need, really. Whatever you want, whether it's reaching your goals, whether it's helping you do the things that you can't do anymore because of your disability. It's great. So I should have done it progressively though, but I was in a lot of denial. And also, let's be honest here, guys, I was failed by the health system. I've only known 2+ years of how serious this is, as in, instead of just having a heart event and going, oh, I'm going to be okay, so long as I just look after my health and, you know, do all the right things, and that's just a once-off thing. And now that we know different, it's yuck, but it's good to know, because I now know my care needs. This is probably the first plan that knows my proper care needs. So it's going to be pretty good. It's going to be pretty good, because, you know, it's about time after 6 years of working out medically what's wrong. Because I'm rare, guys, it took a long time. It happens, right? I do blame people, but then I don't blame people. I do and I don't, because, you know what I mean? It's rare. But the problem with doctors is they do have that attitude. Oh, but it wouldn't be anything rare. They always think like that. And it's like, of course it could be rare. It could be, like, if I'm sick and there's no reason, of course it could be rare. But anyway, how'd you go?
Oh, good. I'm a removalist now.
You sound exhausted. We're in the dark here. We're like, I was just saying how I was keeping my brain quiet and happy.
I'm really glad that you're keeping your brain quiet.
Yeah.
I'm really worried about that. 0 sleep will do that for
So
you.
I've had a bed bath.
Yep.
So help me
Cleaning
with
my
that.
teeth.
And then you've gone to
I
furniture removal.
The neighbour suddenly turned up and said, I'm urgently having to go, but there's stuff in the back of my car and I can't put people into it. Can you help pretty please? So I just did 2 trips up and down, so I brought all her stuff back up. So that's all cool and sorted.
It's a very nice community here, guys, and we always like to help each other out when we can. It's very important when you live in an apartment complex. Help each other out. If you ever move to apartments for the first time, especially if you're, you know, like me, and I never lived in an apartment before, didn't know what it was going to be like. I love it. I love the fact that there's people to help. I mean, it's not mainly us getting help, but that's okay. No, I'm sure people would.
We help.
But normally we help, but that's fine. Like, I like
you
to be neighbourly.
Be neighbourly, exactly.
Yeah, and also just the social aspect of bumping into people in the hallway and having a chit chat. It's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice.
100%.
You know, not that I'm good at chit chat, but like with all the scripting, it's all I can carry it off pretty good.
You do. You carry it off.
I do. I mask, okay.
I get it.
But we feel like death warmed up, don't we?
I was looking forward to a lovely warm shower. Everybody keeps taking it away from me.
After our guest, you're going to have a nice hot shower.
If I slow down for too long or sit still for too long, the snores will be emanating.
They were last night.
They were. I'm sorry.
No, it's not his fault. It's not your fault.
The tighter you get, the more you snore.
Yeah. So we're in this loop where we need a second bed.
I did sleep out on the
I know.
Sat out in the chair, upright chair out there for a couple of hours.
We don't even have a lounge suite, guys. Okay, we're poor. We don't even have a lounge suite, let alone a spare bed. It sucks because snoring is the problem, and it's not his fault. And it's not my fault.
No, but it just shows.
But it causes each other lack of sleep, and it's so unfair on both of us. Yeah,
isn't it?
It's not good for either of us.
And I would have liked to have McDonald's breakfast to wake up this morning, but I couldn't drive for a million years. Too tired to drive.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't drive.
I was thinking that because I said to him, have a Macca's brekkie, right? Have a treat, right? And then I was like, oh, maybe he's a bit tired.
Yes.
Maybe it's a bit dangerous.
It is a bit on the dangerous side.
How far is Macca's from here?
It's just across the bridge. It's the...
Yeah, but like minutes?
It's about...
5?
There's the second line, so it's where Woolworths is. It's about 6 minutes drive from here.
6 minutes.
It's not far away.
So it's not really that bad, but still, when
again,
you, like you said, I'm going to hold my back down a bit.
Don't drive tired, people. It's not good for you.
Yes. Well, you shouldn't drive tired. So what are you going to do now?
I'm just going to lie down on the ground. And you thought I was joking?
No, I actually do believe him. He's going to lie down on the rug in the middle of the room.
If I do, I won't
so,
move.
Are we sitting in here? Cause
yes, you got people. You got my sister coming.
I'm
so
shattered.
You can't move.
But I want to have a good chit chat
I
with
was
her.
wondering whether, here's a suggestion, do you do some extra sodium valproate liquid this morning?
It makes me grumpy. My seizure meds, guys.
I know.
Please give me grace sometimes. It makes me grumpy.
It is a grumpy medication.
But it keeps me safe. So.
Do you want to try that or not? It's up to you.
Alrighty then.
You think?
Yes.
Okay, we'll go liquid.
Let's get a chewy because it tastes disgusting. So it's going to do the liquid. The liquid is like a green. It's not just liquid. It's gloop. I call it gloop. You know, it's like, it leaves like a coating. Ugh. It's terrible, Muriel. So I get my, look, I can't do peppermint, can't do spearmint. Bubble mint. Otherwise it's too intense sensory-wise. So luckily they brought out the mint because I get dry mouth. So if you're in Australia and you want bubble mint, it's not very... like minty.
You and your bubble mint?
Well, that's a lot.
That's how much it is. Thank you.
Mm. That'll make you sick. Oh, my brain is so broken. My neck was so sore, but he got it. He just went like wiggle, 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 and there's this big I was like, oh, thank you. That is the worst. I got Care Bears blankie today. Yay. I've got to do my DNA for the genetic epilepsy test for being part of their study.
Yeah, I'm going to do it on Monday.
Right? I already know I've got the 2, is it genes or do they call it chromosomes?
Queensland Institute of Medical Research,
What
Royal
are they,
Brisbane Hospital.
The two letters and numbers that I've got. Yeah, so it's from these dudes. The 2, is it called a chromosome or a genes?
It's a gene.
So I've got those 2 genes, right?
You've got, yes.
Yeah, so I've got the 2 genes. So I feel like when I say that, I mean like I'm happy to give them this because I'm helping them. I already know I am because I've had my, I've had like full DNA testing from America, and that's how I got my testing in Australia. Because it's very expensive here and they try and get out of it. So yes, this is genetic epidemiology. It's a fancy word, isn't it? Not every neurologist knows seizures. That's why some of them say, yeah, that's not a seizure, because they don't know. You've got to choose your neurologist as an epidemiologist. Know that. Don't be fooled, okay? Because an epidemiologist must look at you, not just a atypical neurologist. It's not the same thing. Yes, they know some, but they don't specialise in it. It's like going to a rheumatologist for your teeth. It's like, they can't really help you. Not everyone knows everything. I have to remember that. I tell you what, since becoming rare and learning the science of my condition, and then I listen to doctors, and some of them get it completely wrong, and I'm like, oh, that's so embarrassing. You just literally, like, you haven't read the 2022 like science big breakthrough. So that scares me. But that's what, when we go to Murdoch and when we have communications from them, it's exactly what every family with a rare genetic syndrome person in their family says. You have to be the specialist. It's shocking, guys. It really is. It's really scary. I hate being rare. It makes me nervous because I don't think, and it's not intentionally, I don't think you get the best healthcare. And because you're rare and there's not many of you, even though a beautiful lady, Professor Beasley, she said, you know, if you put rare together, because we had such a lovely chat, and she's a really beautiful lady, and she said, if you put all the rares together, you're not so rare. And I said, I like the sound of that. I love that. But we don't do that. Now, we do have a national rare flowchart, but the doctors don't know about it. It's like, do you know about this? And they're like, no. It's like, oh, fuck. I'm talking about specialists. Anyway, my days are over of battling through it, I think. But WA is the worst place to live. When I got diagnosed, the geneticist goes, you should live in Sydney and Melbourne. I'm like, come on. I can't. I was born in Perth. I'm not leaving. So, it's just not that easy, guys. Perth is, wait a while. Well, Perth is backwards. Yeah. But it's growing and changing, so that's a good thing, isn't it? It is getting better. But it has been worse, I guess you could say. But yeah, it's exciting because I've got those 2 genes, and yeah, I think that means that that's more help, and I'm happy to be part of that study, and we'll see what happens from that, because being that I have the 2 genes, I guess there'll be more to come of what we'll have to do, like maybe surveys, or I'm very much looking forward to it. Because if I can't help me in the here and now in my life, I can certainly help future people that suffer like me. Like, I don't want, you wouldn't wish this on anyone, guys. It's, the life of a rare is so unusual. There's my guess. You have a very tough beginning, because to get to your diagnosis compared to all the atypical things is a long road. They say 10 years. For me, 48, nearly 49. So, but we're here. So I look forward to, I don't know if it's the spit one or the nose one or what, but yeah. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later. And if you want my bed bath tips, there is a video on that. It is a great thing to do, and it is an important thing to do, guys. Even if you are fatigued or you don't have the capabilities because of like heart, you don't exert, whatever. It's a good tip. So if you want to know more about bed bathing, I've got a video. Have a good day or a good night, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.